Shit. There I was on mute. Welcome to Freedom Isn't Free, guys. Sorry I messed things up a little bit. As you know, I'm running a couple of different streams tonight. Trying to bite off more than I should actually do. But Mr. Bodell, I apologize. I wasn't in the back the way I thought I was in the back, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find you. Well, I know why now, is because I was not in the studio. So thanks for coming by. Keith, thanks for coming by. I don't know who does or doesn't have wrenches down there. I'm not going to really worry about them all that much. Jackrabbit, what's up, brother? Not going to worry about wrenches all that much, guys, on this channel, because I'm going to keep all the drama bullshit over there on Wile E. Coyote. So PDF, like you, brother, but you know, I mean, if you guys come over here and any of that stuff continues on over here, I'm going to ask you nicely not to, because that's not what this channel is about. All I'm trying to do is get together a couple people, like Miss Joe's been here since day one, a couple of you other guys. We're just trying to keep Mr. Bodell on track right now. His case has been dropped, so I think it would be very wise for a few of us to get together and help him with a deprivation of rights lawsuit, because he obviously was deprived a lot of rights that night alongside the road. So is my sound good, guys? If it is, everybody give me a 5x5 or 1 or something like that. Else I can be like Chili. Put a two in there and tell me where you're from. And then he blocks everybody from Alaska, because we all know what a fucking cokehead he is. So, oh, thank you, Mr. Bodell. Mr. Bodell, get your ass up here, man. Come on, this is just supposed to be about you anyways, so get your ass up here. And you know, anybody else, you're more than welcome to come up. This is kind of just trying to kick off the Mr. Bodell thing. We're going to meet Mondays and Fridays is what I'm going to try to accomplish. And the timing's probably going to float around a little bit on Mondays towards more midday. And it's because my son's in school, so midday will work better for me than early mornings or late evenings. So trying to time that with everybody on East Coast, West Coast time. I'm kind of starting to give up on everybody else's time zones also, and just concentrating with Mr. Bodell's time zone, because that's what this channel's primary function right now is to maybe get a small group of people together. And you know, Rome wasn't overthrown in a day, man. It's small steps, and you get a couple of people, we get a little bit of organization together. I know there's a couple of people I'm hoping that will show back up that were really, really good at that stuff, because I know myself could take some advice in that direction as well. So if anybody knows those guys that were here before, please ask them to come by. So, oh man, all of a sudden I'm getting a whole bunch of links. Huh. All right, Robert. Robert, I'm going to check the back. I don't see you. And Glenn, if you want to come up in the back, you're more than welcome. Let me try and get on the YouTube side and pin it. I tried texting it to a bunch of you guys, but give me a minute. If I kick myself, then bear with me, guys. Okay. But I'm trying. Oh, shit. Come on. And then hopefully, what is CMDR? CMDR what? I don't recognize that name, man, but thanks for stopping by. Oh, service. Interesting name, man. I'm kind of curious to know what it means, if anybody knows him. Keith, thank you for coming by. Oh, there's Miss Mac. Hey, Haven't seen you in a long time, Miss Mac, Little Mac. Kind of curious how your case has been going. I know that you had a big, long, drawn-out fight like Mr. Bodell is. So did you ever get that fixed, settled, or anything? Because I hadn't heard anything on it in a long time. So let me see. So right now, the goal is, like I said, Monday, Fridays. This week, I think it would be really cool. Mr. Bodell needs some help with. He needs some help with PCA paperwork, and then I think we ought to fire off some letters to the Institute of Justice. I cannot get this fucking YouTube site to work, man. It's really irritating me. So give me just a second, guys. It's taking me a little longer than I'd like, but we'll get there. And what's weird is I don't have any sound coming back, so I generally get a little bit of sound coming back. All right, this should be I should have the link for you guys here in just a second, man. Oh, and of course I grabbed the wrong one. Gosh darn it. There it is. Mr. Bodell, get up here, bud. I got a couple of folks in here, and I knew this was going to be. Oh, Garden Earth, man, appreciate you coming by, Miss Bees. Thank you. You guys really appreciate it. I think it's just you're referred to as Commander, right? You're the one that's always hanging out at PDFs. I don't think I've ever really met you. I mean, I probably have, but I just always hear PDF talking to you. So I appreciate you guys coming by. So what we're going to try and do, just a little group of folks. If you guys know somebody that might be interested in sparing a half an hour out of your daytime, Mr. Bodell needs some help with light stuff, paperwork duty. And if we can all get together, maybe Monday, say, hey, I'm going to try and do this. Oh, fucking Swammy's trying to call. I'm trying to do this, and then we can figure out what we're going to do or didn't do by Friday. Okay, I see you guys coming in. Give me just a second. Oh, dang it, Swammy. Now Swammy's trying to call my ass. Sorry, guys. Taking me a little bit longer, but Glenn, you in?
Hello,
Jackrabbit?
Hello,
Hey,
Freedom.
man.
How
Thank
you
you
doing?
guys thanks for having patience, brother. I running a little bit more than I'm used to today, and it's been quite a while, you know. So
Take your time.
yeah. Well, you know, I had that shit show going over there on Wiley. So
Yeah.
you know, and then it's kind of like whenever I come over here, it's, you know, you got to change gears completely because I just don't want to do that over here. That's, you know, because that's not what I made this channel for. And channel's made for people that want to make a difference. You know what I mean? So,
Oh yeah.
and
Hello,
you
Mr.
can tell.
Robert.
Yeah, Mr. Roberts here. I'm going to end up shaving his head here pretty soon. Mr. Robert, let's give you a big mohawk. Great big ass mohawk. That's what I think. Do one of them. You ever seen one of those sideways mohawks that they do? We'll do one of them.
I can't say I've seen one of them yet.
I was told my kids I was going to do
Hey,
one of those. And
hey, y'all do the donation, do something like that, Miss Robert.
yeah. Oh shit. All right, let me go over here to the channel. So I managed to get the pin link. So anyhow, guys, Robert, what I don't want to be here for several hours, but what can we start working on for you this week, or what can we try and get accomplished? I know you need help with PCA stuff.
I just lost my PCA, so I don't have anything. What I really need most of anything is somebody that can get acquainted with me, my medications, and
help
how
out on that.
everything interacts, and communicate with my doctors for appointments and arrange for transportation, stuff like that.
Does anybody here or in chat speak with Ellie? Does anybody know? I mean, I haven't seen her in quite a long time, and Ellie was a heck of a. Hang on just a second.
Hey, Miss Robert, I got a couple of personal questions for you. And you don't got an answer, okay? Do you got like daughter or son can help you?
No,
he's by himself up here, brother.
no, I'm
Oh, okay. What's your closest kin to you that lives real close to you?
He doesn't have anything here, brother. He's just like me.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything that's in state. So that's why I was trying to get together, and there's a lot we could do these days. I heard Rob over there bitching about how the VA will only do shit by computer now. Well, that's kind of where Mr. Bodell's at. So we need some people to kind of help out with that stuff, and obviously trustful people, you know what I mean? And I don't think anybody's going to be able to screw him because he doesn't have anything, but I know how people are around this place. So
you served in the military, Miss Robert?
Say that again?
Did you serve in the military?
Yeah, he's a vet.
Well, I want to tell you now, I got an uncle that served, and he Marine when he joined, and I want to salute you and say thank you for your service.
Yep. Thank you.
I'm hoping to be able to find somebody that knows VA stuff too, Glenn. So if you or anybody in chat knows anybody that knows some stuff about VA, that would be helpful, because I do not know anything. And so we're trying to fly in the dark here, trying to help them out. And for those of you maybe who are new here, don't know, Mr. Bodell has a traumatic brain injury, and every once in a while his memory slides a little bit. So
yeah,
that's why we're trying to get a group of people that, between a couple of us, might be able to give him a little bit of a hand.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but I can tell you what I kind of experienced with my uncle. What he went through. Whenever he retired, they gave him this. When he retired, he started using the VA. He ain't never had a problem at all. But I don't know exactly what he done or how he went about doing it.
Yeah, that's and that's the thing is I don't know how it works out. And it'd be nice if I know Aaron Cox is ex-military, and he's like the only guy that I know for sure that's been in and kind of knows the system. So, but he's always busy or out camping and shit like that. So he's a hard guy to get hold of. But if we can find somebody that has an idea on some of that stuff, I believe it or not, I was talking to Rick Crude last night, and I know Rick Crude is definitely not one of your fans, Mr. Bodell, but I don't think Rick has really looked at things. I think he's just looked at parts of things, and I think he thinks that he's looked into things deeper than he has, and I think once he starts looking, you'll probably have another guy that might be willing to help you out a little bit, because Rick knows quite a bit, and he was talking about some health card that everybody gets or something like that whenever you're like on Social Security age, something like that. And he said those are really easy to go down. I kind of dropped him a link and tried to get his ass over here because I couldn't remember what he was talking about. But that's what I'm trying to do, guys. If you guys know what the card is in chat, drop it in chat or something like that, and that's what we're here to do, is trying to brainstorm a little bit.
I don't know what they call it now. They used to call it the choice program. Where you go to civilian doctors that are basically second-rate doctors that are approved by the VA that'll work cheap.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is up here is most of the good ones aren't, approved because they're too expensive.
I did have one that was a good doctor. I mean, he actually spent a whole weekend looking at my legal documents and stuff and really trying to help me.
Oh, wow.
I kind of thinking about something. Excuse me if I cut y'all off, but I'm kind of thinking about something. And
what do you got?
But I ain't really for sure about it. But do you got anything like a VA card?
Well, I did have one. I mean, I don't have it on me. I can't get up to Anchorage to get another one.
Somebody's getting some pretty bad feedback, guys. Somebody needs to tune off one of their other devices.
It ain't me.
Okay, maybe
it's with Bodell.
Hello.
But you might can we apply for another one.
And I can't stop it. It doesn't want to stop. Shit.
Hello, Miss Lady Di.
Lady Di, what are you talking about, love?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, is it your headphones or something? Or
yeah, I just muted it. Yeah.
Okay. Is it your what do you call it, the hearing aids? Well, it was happening before we brought you in, so it's cleared up, whatever it was. So I can still hear your hearing aids talking back a little bit, but they're not bad. So my exes used to whistle all the time, Miss Di, and that used to drive her nuts because she couldn't hear that whistle, And so I'd always tell her, I don't know what causes that shit. I guess it's air or something like that. But
well, your ears better than mine because I can't hear shit. The only damn thing I'm doing going by the vibration in my ears.
Yeah. Well, whenever I was younger, I had pretty good hearing, Glenn, and I've gone to, since my first lady was deaf, I was always around. What do they call them? Like an audiologist type, whatever the fuck they do. The specialist who build all the hearing aids. And so since I was always around drill rigs and stuff and explosives and shit all the time, I had a custom set of earplugs made, and they work pretty nice, man. But I still have problems whenever I get a lot of different sound. I can't sort it out,
Well, you see, thing like me, mine do because I had too many both of my ears. And I used to can hear real good till too many both of my ears fucked all that up, part of my language. But that's what really showed when I had them too many both ears. It destroyed every damn thing.
Yeah. Now what? Now what? Yours wasn't from birth, was it, Glenn?
No, mine dude, because I had tumor.
Oh, okay. A tumor.
Yeah.
All right. Huh. How long? What age did you start losing it at?
Oh, young, hey, very young age, about when I'm about 12, 13.
Huh. Well, at least you had enough time to kind of get used to it. You know what I mean? A bit, anyways.
Oh yeah, well, see that thing, it might throw people off because the way I respond to others.
Mm-hmm.
But well, other people might not understand. You know, and I know there's a lot of people got a similar problem now with hearing loss. Some way,
Mm-hmm.
another way to form might know what I'm talking about because they ain't going through something similar or for another reason.
Yeah. Oh. Well, anyhow, I guess let's see if we can try and figure this out. Lady died. Do you know anybody that knows stuff about VA that we might be able to beat up a little bit for some information? Miss Di, you there? Well, it says I. Can anybody hear me, guys, or
Yeah, I
is it
can hear
just
you.
okay? Oh, is Miss Di gone?
Yeah,
She must have.
she
She
dropped off.
must have.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah, I think she dropped.
wasn't paying attention. I couldn't see. Huh. Well, if we can get something along the lines, Mr. Bodell, like I said, this we'll just kind of start kicking it around, and like I said, kind of shaking the tree, and we'll get something going, man. And we'll have to sit down and write down some ideas. But I think we really need to tackle this PCA thing and get your medical stuff back on track as soon as we can. And I haven't heard from AK Lady at all. Have you?
No.
Not lately.
I wonder if she's okay. I'm hoping she's okay, because I haven't heard from her in
You
a
know,
while.
if you think about it, Freedom, we might know someone in the community might can help Mr. Robert on that. Cause I know there's several people that know that started in the military in the community, and
Yeah,
they might can help him.
you know,
You know,
and that's
I'm
just
just
it.
saying.
It's a matter of finding some people, or I mean, the people that are here in chat, Miss B, Commander, Swami. I like Swami. I know you weren't in the military, but I know you know people who were, or well, you were in the military, but you weren't a long-term military. So I'm sure you know guys that were, and so on YouTube, and I mean, I get it that a lot of people that all of us know are kind of around that whole fucking drama community because it's kind of funny at times, but I don't want to bring that here. So, I mean, if you know somebody, let's just communicate here like at adults, because here we're trying to track a purpose, right? And, his civil rights were obviously violated. I would say very, very much so. I mean, he's got several civil rights issues involved in that. So I'm hoping that we can get some people that come over here and talk like people, adults. And that's why there's such a small number here. You know what I mean? Because that's the way it's going to be. But I'm fine with that. But just make sure you talk to people, guys, and throughout the next day or two, wherever you go, if you say, "Oh fuck, I remember him. He knows a bunch about this, or she knows a bunch about that," drag their ass over here and see, and if they're not interested in helping out, at least they might be able to help us out with the information that they got. You know what I mean? And so that's the goal of this, is to try and put some information together and just kind of keep the ball rolling forward for Mr. Robert. Otherwise, he's just going to be getting stagnant and kicked to the curb like he did last time I disappeared. So that's the big goal for it all, man, and that's what I'm hoping to do. And if anybody, Robert, you got a different idea what you want to do, Glenn, if you got a different idea, I'm more than happy and willing to listen to anything. You know what I mean? So that's the whole purpose of this, is to communicate like fucking adults and say, I think this would work, or I think that's a dumb idea. You know what I mean? And just get it done, start getting it done like it needs to happen. That's what I'm hoping anyways for, guys. So, because otherwise Robert's going to have a really, really long, shitty winter. Oh, Robert.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So is Eric relatively close to you still?
He's about 30 minutes away, and he'll come if I call him.
30 minutes. Okay. What about that gal that I helped with the whole thing for her dog? Wasn't she close or moving close to you or something? Is she around?
That's 𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐧'𝐭. She's my PCA's daughter, and she lives in Anchorage. She only comes this way every once in a while to visit her dad.
Oh, gotcha. Well, shit. Well, we might be able to talk to her through email or something. I think I have her email address still. Maybe email her or something and ask her to ask a few people up there, because I mean, way back in the day, people used to travel.
That's kind of a long ways away to, that's like 150 miles away, though.
But an email isn't nothing, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like a lot of these people are 4,000 and 5,000 miles away. So, What happened over there? Does anybody have, if somebody has PDFs, text, have him come over, because I have no idea what he's talking about. And hopefully I won't kick myself. Oh, Glenn dropped out, huh? Glenn, you back?
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. My phone cut off on me. Or should I say my little device cut off on me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we might come across somebody. Might take a little time find out if we can get help Mr. Robert here. That'd be good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so what would you like to see done first, Robert? Your PCA stuff, or what do you absolutely, I know you need some help with them shelves.
Yeah, I need somebody to deal with my doctors. I need somebody with electric screwdriver, a drill with a screwdriver bit to take out some shells, and about a 2-foot piece of wall.
I got a couple of those, brother. I got let me grab a pen and paper. I got a couple of drivers and an impact too. So let me see what I can find.
Yeah, everything here is put together. The whole house is put together with screws.
Yeah,
it's real easy to take apart. And I need to go through the house here, and anything that doesn't pertain to clothes and keeping the electricity on, I need to get rid of and get out of the way.
Down, yeah. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of shit here that I got to do the same thing, man. And
I need a ramp out front so I can don't have to use the steps to get to my generator.
Fuck, you don't have a ramp?
No.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. I thought you would have had a ramp by now. I thought you had a ramp.
No. What I really need is a trail that I can get out to the road on with my walker. I can't even get out to there with that. I need a ramp going out to the road is what I need. Let's see. I need somebody to do shopping for me, pick up medications. Basically, I'm pretty much housebound.
Yeah. God damn it. Why isn't the power on this thing coming on?
I try and think, should be a number that you can call in your state you live in. And
right.
you can
find out about
call
that shit.
Yeah, and you can they it's like a home care type deal. And they go pick up like groceries or pretty much they do everything what you do.
Yeah, well, like here now, man, they will even fucking, I think like Walmart, places like that, they'll deliver your shit, you know. It's kind of, so gosh darn it, I didn't have this thing plugged in. Shit. Give it a few minutes. I was trying to get a list going, Robert, but it's going to take me a couple of minutes, brother. Was not prepared for it. That video that I put together for the Wiley channel, that took me all night, man, because they dumped that out in the middle of the night, and then trying to change that because, you know, I knew they were going to try and change some things back. I became a real pain in the ass, so I was working on that. Huh?
I say welcome to YouTube.
Well, you know, I used to do this shit all the time, right? But now I'm working on older stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, the TOS stuff is a whole lot tighter, right? So you got to work within that space. And then not everybody likes what you have to say. So, but it is what it is.
Way I look at it, anybody don't like what we got to say, guess what? Call you, hit the X button, tell your ass somewhere else.
Right. Well, you know, somebody's really irritated that.
That's how I think.
Somebody's really fucking irritated about this whole thing about the $400 with that drone. And I said, you know, that's why I played that video, is because he said he received that $400 in that video. So, but then they're saying, oh no, he didn't mean that. And I hate whenever people try and say something for somebody else. You know what I mean? You can't know what somebody meant or didn't mean if you didn't even listen to what they said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just and that's why I'm trying to keep this channel pretty mellow and on track, because I don't need all that bullshit here. You know, I mean, if people can't be fucking grown-ups, I mean, I like to have fun. You know, Glenn, Robert, you like to disturb shit too. That's where you got your nickname. So, you know, his nickname was a shit disturber forever. And yeah, right. So I mean,
sorry, I ain't laughing at you. I'm laughing with y'all.
Isn't that a good nickname, the shit disturber?
Yeah.
You know, you got to
Oh,
be good
damn.
whenever you earn a nickname like that.
Yeah.
That's the investigative newspaper reporter that gave me that name.
That's funny, man. That is comical as hell. Okay, let me see.
He gave me a lot of personal conversations with how to say things.
That is funny shit. Hey, are you using Microsoft like 365, Robert? Or do you have that? Or are you using that Microsoft One or something like that? Close to something like that?
I got OneDrive.
You got OneDrive? Okay, well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build some, you know what, maybe we should do some documents in Google Documents, because that way they can be sent to anybody, and then anybody can add to them if we...
I've got the Google Docs.
Yeah, I did too. So that might be the easiest way if we create a group, like a group text where everybody... I mean, I don't just want anybody coming in, and quite frankly, you know, a guy that I'm not real interested in having come in because he can't have an adult conversation. So, I mean, but it's, you know, up to your choice. It's going to be your information. So ultimately it's all your decision. And if that's what you decide, then I'll roll with it, and I'll do everything as cordially as I can. I'll do everything as cordially as I can, but,
Go for it.
So I think that would be a good. What do you think, Glenn? Make like a Google Documents, and then that way it could be shared, and everybody can pull it up and say, well, okay, we're on task for this, or that might be the easiest way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
My whole thing about this, from beginning to end of this, cover everything up. I'm putting everything out in the open. I put out my own background check. I put my damn ID card up there, everything. So
yeah, I know you did.
Anything you want to do.
Yeah, I know you put it all out there. That's for sure. I'm trying to figure out. I have not used a lot of Google Documents. I've received lots of them, but I have not used them in bulk. So have either of you guys used them, Glenn? Have you? Anybody in chat?
No. No, I heard about it, but I ain't never used it.
Yeah.
I just use it like as a
spreadsheet
for the notes.
So like the spreadsheet would be like a notepad essentially, right?
Yeah, I've never used that part. I've only used the text part.
The text.
Yeah.
Well, here's a to-do list under their spreadsheet. Now, I guess, yeah, well, that's pretty cool because they got a calendar in there. They got monthly budget, annual budget, to-do lists. There's quite a bunch of cool stuff in there that I never quite frankly looked at. So that might be a really easy way, Robert, because then that way, let's say like if I can't make a 1:30 appointment, you know what I mean? Somebody else in the group would know that you have a 1:30 appointment going on, and could maybe get with you and say, hey, you know, you need a track for that, or whatever. So that might be an idea. Yep. I think that would be the easiest.
So, y'all probably like me thinking about on this way. You can do anything if you set your mind to.
Oh,
and that just with us, that with anybody.
I just thought about something. I might already have something like that.
Yeah.
that I keep like my doctor's appointments on and things that I need and stuff like that. It's called Google Keep Notes.
Google Keep Notes, huh?
Yeah.
And
I
if you just sign into it as me, you'll see all my doctor's appointments and everything.
Hey, Bodell, Miss Robert, I think if I'm mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. I know every cell phone got that. I know mine does. Got that. But it called like a notebook or.
Oh yeah,
note.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And if I'm mistaken, every device got it.
It looks like the main site for everything is called Google Workspace. That everything is underneath that. So googledocuments.com and then Google Workspace. So let me look at this Google Workspace. And then yeah, Mr. Bodell, because then it'd just be a matter of that should be synced with your phone. So it ought to be setting off at like an alarm whenever you have a doctor's appointment. It ought to go off and tell you, hey man, you got an alarm coming up or doctor's appointment coming up in tomorrow. So it's just a matter of, I guess, figuring that out. I'm gonna have to sit down. Hopefully somebody maybe in chat. I'm not watching chat, so I apologize, but hopefully if there's somebody in chat that might be familiar with that. I have not used it in kind of a group setting like we're talking about. Obviously it's built for it. So if somebody in chat knows how to use it, be highly, highly appreciated if you come up and share some of that knowledge. And then,
hey, Robert. Yeah, I ain't trying to cut you off, Freedom.
No, go ahead, man.
Miss Robert, don't you got like a calendar on your phone?
A what?
Or calendar or Google? You can get on that and like what day you got like a doctor appointment and whatever. You can use that. And that should give you like a alert, like on the certain day and the time you gotta be at a certain place. I had used that before. That helped me out a lot.
You don't understand.
Yeah, he's hard. He is hard to understand a bit. That's for sure.
No. You don't understand.
Oh,
You talking about me?
Yeah, you
gotcha.
don't understand. Okay. If I know I need to make a doctor's appointment, if I remember to make the appointment, it could take me weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
When I make the appointment, from the time I hang up the phone, I've already forgotten what I'm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Now, I try to look at this Google Keep Notes every time I think about it. Okay.
Gotcha.
But when a doctor's appointment, if I do remember to put one in there, when one comes up, it's a matter of if somebody's going to town that day, and if they're going there in time to get me there, and if they're going to be there long enough to bring me back home. If not, I have to call the doctor if I remember and reschedule the appointment. I need somebody else to do all this.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to fight through the paperwork to get the paperwork done, so we can get you signed back up for it. And that's why I was going to say the guy that's living next to you that was your PCA, he ought to have an idea on the paperwork, what we need to get done to get him hired back up. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
not really. I mean, he doesn't have anything to do with it at all. Even his boss, who I've been talking to, the only thing they can do is call me and tell me that I need to call the doctor to renew my stuff, which I did and which they did, but it didn't happen.
did they give you a reason why it didn't happen?
No.
They just shut off your medical benefits.
I don't know who or how to call or anything.
Well, I do. I mean, I know a gal. She's retired now, but she used to run that state stuff down there all the time. So she might be an advocate. But it just seems weird to me that the generally a PCA, those people that are in that profession, and I think it's an acronym for personal care assistant, is what it stands for.
Yeah.
I would assume
Plato?
that guy should have at least an idea on what paperwork needs to be done to get him paid and get him
Hey,
working.
Plato?
Yeah, man.
That's all with his boss. I've been through all of that stuff here.
What's the company name?
I don't remember the name.
Because my ex has worked for all of those, and then I got a buddy that I worked with in Oil Patch. His mom is a real head up with a bunch of those organizations. They use her as a grant writer,
I
so
can
she's
give
got
you
a
the
pretty
phone
good.
number. You can see who answers.
Okay, hang on just a second. It's gonna be 450. They're gonna be gone, but give it to me.
Yeah, I have to look it up here.
While he doing that, Plato, no, you just got me an idea. If you know a person in that line of infection, you might can give that person a call and tell them, hey, you know someone that need help, and try to help him out.
Right.
And you'd be surprised how that can actually go a long ways.
Yeah. Well, I just figured this guy would have an idea because that's the way I've always been.
Here.
All right, what do you got?
907
Uh-huh.
357
What?
357
357
7962.
7962.
That's the main number.
Okay, let me copy that and find out who owns that. I got an awesome little site that tells me that shit.
All right, Plato, and after you get done with this stream, you might want to put this on private.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, do we got people? How many people we got in chat? Guys, if you're still actively in chat, could you let me know if you're in chat? Because the whole purpose of this is just to help Mr. Bodell, and if we got to go private, we can go private. Oh, Lady Di is here. Lady Di, get your butt up here. 69 Mammy, thank you for coming in. Oh, there's PDF, Miss Joe. Holy smokes, a whole bunch of people rolled in. I didn't see you guys.
That'd be a good idea. Plato, let do this. No, you can go ahead and eat it and let do all this, behind the scene. So that way he can give you all the information
right.
that you need to know, and so that way he won't be putting it out there on YouTube or online.
Well, and that's the one thing, and Mr. Bodell just don't care. He's like, fuck it, let's just get it done. So, that's the thing is, I completely understand what you're saying, Glenn, but on the other hand, Mr. Bodell is more worried about getting it done than he's worried about the privacy shit. You know what I mean? Because he's put his whole life out there. He had to put his whole life out there to kind of stop it. Because let's face it, they were going to hang him and throw him away. You know what I mean? That's where they were getting ready to do it. So, but Mr. Bodell, the company is called Consumer Direct Care Network of Alaska is what their name is.
That's them.
And their website is CONSUMERDIRECTAK.com. So consumerdirect.com. I wonder, I can't copy that shit. So if somebody, gosh, I can't see who, I'm guessing Miss Joe, 69 Mammy. Hopefully one of you guys have a wrench. Could you please maybe drop that in so we could take a look? And it looks like they're located in Wasilla. They're a long way from you, man.
They're in Kenai.
Oh, because this says Swanson Avenue, Wasilla, Alaska.
That's probably a main office because I've been to their place in Kenai.
Okay.
I think it's out there by.
And on their website, they got a place for forms. We specialize in home care forms. Find the forms for you. Services. We are here to help. Resources. Consumer direct. Okay, so on their website, which is CONSUMERDIRECT as in Tango AK.com. They got all the forms, everything online. Looks like laid out pretty decent little website. Let me see, consumer care. I guess we just need to find out what other forms you need, or that they're wanting you to fill out.
Yeah, me Joe asking for model. Wait.
What's that, Glenn?
I have one form here for like some state aid, welfare, some stuff like that. I just need to
gotcha.
Okay, I think Keith got it.
They find it?
Yeah, sir.
Oh, thank you, Keith.
Yeah, thank you, Keith.
Yeah, and guys, I can't see who does or who doesn't have a wrench, so I apologize.
Yeah, I can't either. When I came up, I know Keith had a wrench. But I think he the only one that had one at that still.
Yeah, let me try and bounce over there and make sure it's not being blocked.
Hey, Freedom, don't you got another device?
No, well, I'm using a old PC right now to look for, but the problem is I can't transfer them back and forth between the two, right? So.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm on the phone. Ah, damn it. So.
What?
Now, Ken's is, we can see it in StreamYards, but it was blocked in Google, so it was not shown on the Google side. So Ken, pop up, raise your hand, man, so I can give you a wrench. Oh, there's Miss B. Let me add Miss B a wrench. Where's Commander? Let me hand out some wrenches here real fast. Oh, our nurse guy, man. Gosh, I didn't realize all you guys came in. Thanks. I appreciate you guys coming in. Sorry I wasn't paying attention, but I was trying to figure this shit out for Mr. Bodell.
Hey,
and if any of you...
prior to the mention in jail, okay, 69 Mimi, I let Lady Dive know that me Joe need wrench. If me Joe subscribe to her, she can go up and let her know, but I'll let her know too, okay?
Oh shit, man. Nobody had any wrenches over here. I apologize, guys. I know like specifically even Miss Joe didn't have a wrench, and Miss Joe's pretty much been with me ever since I fired up these two channels, so I apologize, guys, on the whole wrench things. But Keith, if you make a comment, I'm not sure how. I mean, gosh darn it.
Okay. He had dropped off. He'd be back.
Okay.
But yeah. See, I usually do live stream myself, and I already know what to do, and we can talk back and forth till he get back.
Well, that's good.
And
As long as he get back in.
yeah, he'd be back. You welcome, me, Joe. But yeah.
He might be trying to get on the computer.
Yeah, he probably is. He might be doing something else, and
Kicked himself off.
yeah. Yeah, okay. I let him know. Okay. 69 Mimi. But yeah, I do that a lot when I usually run my stream. I talk to whoever I'm with on. I got on my panel. And plus, I try to talk to chat chat as well. No, best way I can. A lot of times I might miss, and sometimes. Yeah, I let whenever I go up on Wiley panel again or Lady dies. I don't have my phone on right now, but whenever I get the money, I get it.
There he comes.
Oh, you back, Freedom?
Sorry about that, man. I was trying to hand out wrenches. I end up kicking my fucking self.
It's okay, Wiley. I hope I done good.
Can I recommend a neurologist?
A neurologist?
Yeah.
For you?
No, for you.
Yeah, sure, man. It wouldn't be the first one I seen. Yeah, they were the first time I broke my neck. They were all worried that I was going to be fucked up in the head. Let me see. Oh, there's PDF. All right, guys. So I don't know who does or doesn't have wrenches now. I'm trying to give wrenches to everybody that's here. And if you show up and you don't have one, just tell me instead of throwing a fucking temper tantrum and kicking your feet around and, oh, you took my wrench. No, I didn't mean to fucking take anybody's wrench. Just got fat fingers, man. You know, trying to do a bunch of bullshit on a little tiny phone that I shouldn't be doing bullshit on. So, anyways, yeah, we'll get there. So, what do you guys think? Google Docs? Lady Di, you coming up or no? Get your ass up here, what, lady? She's not.
Is she still in chat or?
I think so. Well, you know, that's the thing is mine doesn't like give me a time frame, Glenn. So I don't know how long they were. Or oh wait, no, she is gone. Oh no, she has a wrench. Oh, I'm out later. I guess she left for something. I don't know. I think her and PDF were riffing from over there at Wile E. Coyote or something. They're fighting over that fucking drone bullshit still. you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. I was hoping she'd come over because she knows quite a bit about some of this stuff. 69 or Miss Joe, you mind rattling her cage and telling her to get her ass back here? If somebody was messing with her and it was happening over here, I can end that. They may not like the way I end it, but I'll end it. So.
Well, I'm pretty right there. Don't mess with Lady Di. You won't go at somebody. You make you feel better. Come at me. Yeah, I don't care no more. Way I look at it.
You know, Glenn, it's a really interesting concept. Is because of what I've done around YouTube. I've never told people opinions on things, right?
Yeah.
I was just there to help them with their channel. I didn't really talk politics with them, anything else, because a lot of people I helped was completely on the other side. Yeah. But you know, once I started talking and my opinions became known, it's like, you know, hey, I didn't say a fucking word whenever I've been helping you with your channel all this time, or whatever I did, or being your friend, or I mean, I didn't tell you how to run your place. So some people have a really hard time with that. Other people have been extremely good about it, but some people have a really hard time with it.
Yeah.
Especially now, you know, so.
Well, see, things like me, you know, I've been, I've been attacked, you know, before, and what people gonna say about me anyway, ain't already been said about me or my family.
Yeah.
You know, as much as the cops have been after me, you know, these YouTube naysayers and stuff there, you know, they're just kind of entertainment for me. I mean, I can usually shut them up in 5 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you see, thing about it, you know, hell, me and my brother been called pedophile. We've been called we've been called every damn thing. So, what? No, I mean, people on the internet ain't the first one who did it.
Yeah.
Ain't that what's bad? Geez, why not? Let me say that flat out loud. Come up with something new. Right?
Yeah, name something I ain't been called yet.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be better.
In my own words, suck my fat one, you dumbasses. Hello, Joycey. If I was saying your name right. But yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. Joyce, thanks for coming in. I was trying to look at something somebody sent me.
Oh.
So, anyways. So let's put a plan together then. This, and what is it called? Google Notes, Robert?
Yeah.
Keep notes.
Okay, Google Keep Notes. Okay, so I'm going to get into that. And then if anybody else wants to help with that or knows anything about that, please message me. And then, and like I also said, Robert, and I don't know, Glenn, if you know this or the people in chat, these panels that I've done were just merely to get some people together. If anybody wants to do a private panel or just go to private panel, we can do that. So we can just flip over to private panel and you know, I mean, like I said,
look at chat. Freedom.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to get there. whose number? ADRC, is that place we were just talking to or talking about?
Yeah, might be. I don't know.
ADRC.
Yeah, that might be what who that is talking about.
Yeah, let me. Joyce, do you have a wrench, Joyce? Or let me get over there and see if I can give her a wrench. Mammy, I don't have a
Okay,
bunch of
I'll
devices, and
do it.
everybody's like blowing up my phone right now, man. And I'm just trying to concentrate on this. Everybody's sending me all this stuff from everywhere else, and I just want to deal with this right now. So I'm just trying to do Mr. Robert shit today. That's what this was for. So I'll get to that in a little bit, but I don't care if somebody has COVID, blah, blah, blah. No offense, but I don't have really time for any of that stuff. And I know you didn't specifically send me that, but other people are sending me stuff, and I would like to do this. So she does have it. She does have a wrench. Thank you, Joyce. If you wanna drop a link to their website, that would be way, way, way cool. If you could do that. And so what we're going to try and do is maybe take this week, learn a little bit about Google Documents. I would also like to maybe throw another idea out there that, and I'll work on it myself. Get a copy for, get the copy for the, God darn it, what is it called? Institute of Justice, and the other one, what do you call it? The Goldwater Institute. So, and that's, I don't want to throw so much in that we have too much to tackle, right? So let's start on working on little bitty steps and try and get his PCA shit moving in the right direction. And then start working on.
If it would help, I have an app that I stand by on all the time. It's like a walkie-talkie app.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you a link to it. It works on either Android or iPhones or iPads.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and let's see, I can put a link up here in the StreamYard's chat.
Okay.
We don't think it. Sorry about cutting off.
And there's only one setting on it. That's the channel. And I'm on 6149. I'll put that in there.
All right.
And that stays on 24-hour day. Just hit talk and talk to me.
And it goes right to you?
Yeah.
6149. All right. Where is Glenn? Do you now you put it in Google?
No, I'll send you a link. It's an app.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's see.
Robert, speaking of apps, there was an app I ran across a while back that was talking about, and it was a medical app. And what it does is it scans your paperwork. So you take your phone and you hold your phone over like the paperwork that you got to fill out. And through the process, it's a self-learning deal, right? So it starts collecting your information. And then that way, whenever you get a form, you just hold your phone above it. It scans it. It fills out all your information instantly and then turns around and faxes it or emails it to them. So like if you go to a doctor's office, you don't even have to fuck with it. And I thought that was a heck of an idea. I just wasn't real sure.
Yeah, you're right. It is a very good idea. Have something like that. See, you thought something I didn't think about.
Yeah, I got to remember the name, but my only one concern, obviously, about back then was as security, right? Who's getting access to your information? That's the only thing I was worried about. But I know you don't really care about that at this point in time, Mr. Bodell, and I understand it. So,
Well, Freedom, thank you for letting me up. I want to have you jump down and me Joe, 69 Mimi, I'll take care of that for you. Whenever I get a chance to talk to the lady die, I'll let her know, Maud, me Joe, okay? And, now I gotta jump out, okay? And Robert, nice meeting you. Good talking to you.
All righty. Thank you for coming. I'm getting to the rest of this link in here. Okay, there's links for that app in there. I guess we're gone. Did you get that?
all right, boss, I'm back. I apologize. I was trying to.
StreamYard.
Yeah, I was trying to get that. I was trying to get a copy of that link so I could post that down there for people to get that. So I got to minimize my screen. I'm going to boot myself one more time for just real quick. So give me just a second. I'll be right back, man. All right. Hopefully I'm back this time and I won't get kicked. I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna drop that app because that's what kicked me. As I touched that link and it kicked me out. I was trying to get to the thing or get to the link and I'll post that down in chat and anybody wants to get it. I'm trying to pause this second channel so I don't get any overflow. Here is the app that he posted in the back chat, guys, for Google Play. And what number did you say? 6149?
Yeah.
All right. Number 6149. So what that does, guys, is it turns your phone into like a walkie-talkie, and then Mr. Bodell's on the walkie-talkie at 6149 all the time. So I'm gonna have to look at it afterwards, Mr. Bodell, obviously. Gosh darn it, Glenn already took off. So if easy, buddy. If we can do that, look into the stuff Joyce dropped in and get a hold of the company that I had before I kicked myself out, or the forms. And so, Robert, I guess I'll send you a text to see if you could get your PCA boss to tell you exactly what forms you need. And because what I don't get is why it stopped if you had all the forms turned in, you know?
Yeah.
Or
well, I guess what it is that you need to when they go to renew it and stuff. Yeah, that's the problem with the process there. I guess the VA is the ones that dropped it. I guess, they notified me, to tell the doctor, and the doctor's the ones that supposedly they contacted them, but they never followed up with it. So somebody I've been talking to on the phone, I forget who they are. And so that's why I need somebody to keep track of all this. But somebody I've been talking to the phone says they're going to try and get that going again. So I don't know, what they're going to do or what.
All right. Well, Joyce, I didn't have a phone number. Mr. Bodell did not have a phone number for you. He had an email for what's his name up in Anchorage is all he had for you for a contact. So I did ask him yesterday about that whenever you told me to. So if you want to come up in the back chat or if you want to email me, I think my email's on my channel.
The person who is in charge of my case, his name was Bird at that number. BERT.
Okay. Hang on a second. Gosh darn it. All right. Well, if one of you guys, Mammy, if you want to come up, I'm burnt out. I'm kind of fried. I've been up since 3:30 this morning trying to accomplish fucking shit for people. And so if somebody would like to come up, if they got an idea, that would be highly appreciated. And if you have any contact information, that would be highly appreciated. But I'm almost burnt out. Everybody's blowing up my phone right now for apparently something that's going on, and I'm not going to deal with it, guys. So if you're watching, I'm not dealing with it. I'm dealing with this. So one problem at a time, man. That's why you never get anything accomplished. Is go run chasing squirrels. Squirrel. So, but that would be highly helpful. And Joyce, if you send me an email, I think the channel has an email link on it. I would assume, because I know the Wiley channel does, but I couldn't be quite honest on this channel because I don't know if I have this one set up or not. So if not, then I'll be going live again Friday, but it's going to be in the morning time. So it's going to be about, I think it's scheduled for noon, 1 o'clock Eastern, which is going to be about 8, 9 o'clock Alaskan time, which is AST. And for future reference also, guys, for you guys tuning in, I'm not going to be posting things by Eastern, Western anymore. I'm going to be posting them by AST for Alaska Standard Time, because especially with this situation, as for Robert, and I think it's more important that he have a concept of what time we're working on than me trying to figure out everybody else's time somewhere else for you guys. I think everybody's grown up enough to figure out that. Obviously, Robert has a little bit of a deficiency that we're trying to help him through. So I'm going to go back to AST and just work with Alaska Standard Time. And so you guys know it's 4 hours behind Eastern. It's real simple. But don't call people at 8 o'clock in the fucking morning, Swammy, because it's it's Jesus. I was laughing because Swammy was online bitching about somebody texting him at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was trying to call me to tell me about it. And he's trying to call me at 3:30 in the fucking morning, and he's going live. These guys are trying to text me and call me, and I'm like, damn, dude, do the math. I was asleep, man. Well, I wasn't actually asleep, but I wasn't answering the phone. It's like, God, I'm not going to deal with this shit at 3:30 in the morning, man. So it would be highly appreciated if everybody just hold out one of their hands, hold up 4 fingers. It's not real hard. We all learned this shit whenever we were in grade school. it's either +2 or 3 or +3 or 4, you know, and it's just take your time away, and it's really easy. Central time, just -2 fingers. You know, it's not rocket science. So,
Well,
but
I'm almost always awake. If you happen to catch me when my sleeping pills are kicking in, I'll go right back to sleep. So it doesn't matter when you call me.
Right. Right. Oh, man, oh man. All right, well, let's work on that for this, and then Friday, I don't have the time. I wished I could post it in here for the other one, but I believe it is scheduled like at like 9 o'clock Friday morning, Alaska Standard Time, which is like 12 or 1 o'clock Eastern Time, is what I posted Friday for. And the reason I did that is because my son comes home Friday. I do 50-50 with the ex. And so every other week my son is here. And whenever my son's here, my priorities change drastically. So, and if any of you parents are out there, I'm sure you guys understand that whole concept. Some of these guys that don't have kids, they don't really give a fuck about any of that stuff. But yeah, life changes whenever you get a little one around, especially whenever you got a little 6 or 7-year-old that wants to do shit, you know? So
especially nowadays with all this crap they're learning in school and stuff.
Oh God, man. Oh yeah. He came home the other day asking me about they're shoving that rainbow flag down his throat, you know?
Oh.
And so he's asking me about gay stuff, and he's like, "Well, I don't have to be gay, right, Dad?" And I'm like, "No, man." I said they're just trying to tell you that you're supposed to respect those folks. And he's like, "Well, I'm never going to be gay." He says, "I like too many girls for that," because he wasn't even sure what it was, right? And I'm like, "Well, you know, gay dudes kind of like are into dudes," and he's like, "No, no, no, no." He says, "Yeah, here he is." Like, I mean, this is
already going right.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, it's since kindergarten, man. He was. I just found out he was making out with the girl underneath the desk in freaking kindergarten. You know, so he got ratted out, and then I took him to a birthday party the other day, and this little guy's just got a freaking string of girls all the time, man. And it's so funny, man. I wonder what I was like at that age talking to my dad, because I know I had a lot of the same issues, but he'll become, "Oh, she's not talking to me. She dumped me." And I'm like, "Dude, you're like in first grade. What are you talking about? She dumped you." You know? Yeah, it's like you're fucking kindergarten, man. You know, and he's got all these women problems all the time. It's hilarious, dude. I laugh my ass off because he's always worried about his women problems or his harem. It's like, oh gosh, I should have known. But yeah, he's a pretty handsome little man. You know, I mean, I don't know, everybody thinks their kids are, you know, all the bag of chips, but my guy, he's built. I call him a buffalo because he's kind of short in the leg and he's real broad in the shoulders, man. He's real broad. He's going to be a pretty good sized lad, I think, whenever he gets up in age. Because he already is now, and apparently the girls like that. So yeah, he's having his girl problems already. But anyways, let's do that. We'll meet Friday. I already have the video set for Friday, so if you just go in there and hit it for it to notify you, if I could get everybody to do that before you take off, and then let's look into Google Notes, the company for Robert's paperwork, and then we'll meet Friday, and then we'll start chipping away. And like I said, Rome wasn't conquered in a day.
Wow.
So, yes, sir.
What I'll do is I'll email you a copy, password for my Google Notes.
Okay.
Then you can keep up with everything that's going on here.
All right, sweet. And then I'll at least have an idea of what you're dealing with. I've talked to. I got one attorney that I got that's still good. You know, through all the shit that I've gone through, and I've bounced a couple of things off of him, and so maybe you and I here in the next couple of weeks to sit down and I'll tell you who this guy is and maybe we'll make contact with him. And he was aware. I gave him your information. I remember a long time ago, I asked you if I could give your information to somebody, and it was him, but he had to wait until your stuff was done. And it's not, this isn't his cup of tea kind of thing, but he also sees, I think he's been following all of this stuff. And I think he sees.
Oh yeah, I don't think it takes no expert for this case.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like just like Rick Crude, you know.
I'd tell you what, man, I'd settle for a divorce lawyer.
Right. Yeah. What are you doing, big dog? So we'll get it figured out, man. So guys, thanks for coming in. Hit the notification on the Friday tab or on the video if you're taking off, if you're heading out to one of those other streams. And stay in touch, and then we'll get together Friday, man. So, Robert, you got anything else to say before we bail out of here?
Just thanks everybody for coming, and thanks for all the help.
Yeah, right.
I appreciate it.
Well,
I just can't do it on my own.
Right. Well, you know, and that's the thing, Robert, is it's hard for me to help you on my own too. So and that's why for me, if I can get just like I said, one or two people on the outside that's interested in that, then it'll I think everything will be okay, you know, because we get a couple of people working on it, and that's all we really need is just a couple of people, you know what I mean? If we end up having 10, 15 people, yeah, that's cool. That'd be awesome too. So hopefully everybody will invite somebody. But also, if anybody's coming, I just want you to use, and if you're listening, and you probably know who you are, I want you to use your fucking brain, you know, and just realize that a lot of people has done work for you too, man. So, all right, guys, we're out of here. Thank you, Miss Bodell. We'll see you guys Friday.
All right, see you Friday.
All right, bye. Let me kill this thing.